What's going on, you bitch made ass niggas and you bitch made ass bitches, you real ass niggas and you real ass bitches? We back. It's cracking the motherfucking 80s. Clap your hands, shake your ass.
It's motherfucking crack in the 80s? What episode we on, Marz? Episode 37 in this bitch?
37? What's 37? What's the 37?
Siete. I know siete is 7.
No, I'm talking about like what correlates with 37. Like what's 37?
I don't know nothing 37, man.
Man, me either.
At all. 37. I don't even know a popularized 37. I don't know who wears number 37. I don't know any niggas or chicks at the age of 37 right now.
Hey, all you future athletes, man, pick up the number 37, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be leaving that number out. That number is fire, son. I like 37. It's 3 sevens, man. Pick that number up. Podcast, you know what I'm saying?
The podcast.
AKA, death will have me when it earns me.
The podcast. That sounds like some God of War shit.
That was a Kratos line. Shit was so badass.
Kratos been getting some love, man. I mean, we might talk about it this pod, but he I don't know who put this list out, but he was voted PlayStation's best character.
He is after this game? Because I beat it, ladies and gentlemen. I beat God of War, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just doing side missions now, but I beat it.
Wait, hold on. We need a round of applause for that.
Clap your hands, niggas, and ladies, shake your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the new applause system. That's what I'm going with.
Papa. Word.
Yeah. But yeah, we fucked Odin up. You know what I mean? Yeah, my son is going to become a god that people love and praise. He's gonna rebuild the Norse mythology realm and all that shit, Asgard and all that. He's gonna be finally worshipped as a god the right way.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? When he seen a mural and saw the shit that that the giants had laid out for him, niggas started crying. Kratos crying. Never seen that shit before in life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was like you said, well worth it. I'm not gonna front. I didn't have anybody to go against him on the PlayStation console.
After all the shit that nigga been through in the previous first 3 God of Wars, well, the first 4, that nigga was a wild, dirty nigga, son. That nigga killed the bitch just to open the door. He put the bitch on like some turning spike shit, and her body got crushed just so he could get through the door.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do shit like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes certain situations call for that type of shit.
And he thought Kanye was gonna come bite him in his ass, but he's a changed man. You know what I'm saying? He got a son now. His son went on his way, so now that they separate now. Atreus is on his own, going to go find out where the rest of the giants are.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, niggas beat it. Pause.
Pause. Hey yo.
So now your new mate is Freya, the bitch that was in the first one that you had killed her son, but she had to change her heart because she like this nigga Kratos is a fly swaggy nigga. And I want to fuck with him. So now you fucking Freya. The game don't want you to think that they fucking, but they fucking.
I mean, we gonna get into that, man. We gonna get into all that. Shout out to Kratos though, well deserved. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well deserved. AKA niggas chatting like I don't do what if he get hit in his gut. Keep an eye on my head because I swear that I'm clutch. The podcast. I mean, had to get a little drill intro real quick. You know what I mean? According to my top 5 replay music of the year, I'm a drill head. Pause. I love drill music, but we gonna get to that. The podcast, you know what I mean? Crack in the 80s, fellas. We back, man. We
yes, sir.
Back. How y'all niggas is feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to the show, everybody. Welcome back, man. It's your neighborhood's favorite niggas. Hey, motherfuckers. I'm saying that's the new shit I'm trying to go with, man. It's your neighborhood's favorite niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got every neighborhood got their favorite people. Even if niggas is being hated on, even if niggas is doing something in the community, they might be the best ball player out there. They might be the best rap nigga. Might be the flies nigga. We them niggas in your hood. You know what I'm saying? We your favorites. I mean, if it's your first time, welcome to the show, motherfucker. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey. You know what I mean? If it's your last time, Mars, let them know what they could do, man.
Them niggas better go clear a sample or something, man. Blow some dick or something. Get the fuck up out of here, B.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm taking it there this episode. I don't like niggas.
Oh, yeah. I don't really like niggas, man, either. But we got another great episode for them, you know what I'm saying? Whether we like them or not. We got another great episode for y'all, man. This is cracking the 80s. Go ahead and drop some comments on the algorithm. All that shit help us out on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen. Amazon, you can listen for free if you're a Prime member. But Amazon Music, you know what I mean? Hey, wherever you listening, man, make sure you drop a comment, review it, because that helps us out even more than we understood. Another thing that I realize now, if you download, for whatever reason that you need to download, just download the pod. You know what I mean, that those numbers actually helps us get paid. You know what I'm saying? Helps us continue to bring y'all this podcast. So do all of that. You know what I mean? While you're on the YouTube dropping your comments, look around while you at it. You know what I mean? Stay around a little bit. We got some new content out there. You know what I mean? We got different clips. We got the show broken down into segments for everybody. You know what I mean? All you lazy motherfuckers that don't want to listen to the full pod, just listen to some clips, you know what I mean? Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to the Crack Rock La Familia, the Crack Fam, the Crackheads, you know what I'm saying? Remember, y'all can send y'all voicemails in. We are accepting voicemails now. Y'all could call in, talk some shit. Call in, show us some love. Whatever you want to call in and say, we are now open to all of that. So fuck with us. Link is in the bio for all of that good stuff. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the YouTube commenters, man. Like, I realize we at the point now of the pod, fellas, where I realize having a pod is you saying some shit on air, and whether it's right or not, is motherfuckers that's gonna comment and correct you for sure, nigga. Our commenters are correcting us on shit, nigga. Like, I just realized that recently. To the point where...
Oh, we appreciate that.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. I love that shit.
Yeah, but fuck you, though.
Oh, man. Shout out to the son that put me on. I ain't gonna front. This was a helpful and useful comment. I know we was giving this nigga Fetty love last week. Can I get to the yams? Yo, that's a Masego song, bro. I didn't even know that. It's a Masego and Devin Morrison. Shout out to bro. I don't know who you are, but they got a song called Yams. It's came out last Thanksgiving, and Fetty did a cover for it and named it Sweet Yams, but it's really their song. If it wasn't for the YouTube commenting, nigga, I wouldn't have known that. So, shout out to that.
Damn, niggas is always stealing.
Hey, man, we can get into it right now, but niggas be stealing, man. We gonna get into that later in the pod.
It's crazy how I came around, though, to that topic, right?
Look how I come around. Niggas be stealing, man.
Yo.
Or niggas be trying to show love. Question mark.
Young black men be trying to show love. That's how you got to say it for them. Good God Almighty.
And shout out to all you bum ass niggas sneak dissing and all that, man. We love you too, you bitch.
Hey, Chris Sanchez, nigga. I got your page reported, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You popping all that shit about the podcast. I reported every motherfucking tweet, nigga. Now your account is permanently suspended. Make a new one, ho.
Bitch ass nigga.
Ass nigga.
Continue to make your fake pages and support the pod, because we know you still do. So
that nigga bump that shit every night, nigga.
Every night. But fellas, how was your week? I mean, Marz seemed like you've been busy. How did that week go, man?
I've been hella busy. The young nigga is now going to start working 2 jobs, so it's kind of crazy, but I got to get this Fetty Wap, you know what I'm saying? I got to get to the yams, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, can I get to the yams?
So my only day off is the day for the pod, so, hey.
That's dedication right there,
That's dedication, you know what I'm saying? Look how I come around, though, you know what I mean? So,
my man got a new job and still made sure that he was here for y'all, man. Go ahead and shout my nigga out.
You know what I'm saying? I got 2 new jobs, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 2 new jobs. Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, though, bro. Congrats, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
That's what's up. What about you, Drvgz? Any new? I mean, anything new out there in the biddy in the city?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say new, but you know what I did realize? I just come to realize
What's
uh
That
that?
the
that humans are assholes.
Oh, well, shit. Welcome to the party, my brother. I mean, I hate that you had to find out so late, but goddamn, yeah, we some assholes out here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What made you, know what I mean? What made you come to this new discovery though? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, just living and growing up in New York. You know,
Of course.
you know,
Sounds about right. You know what I
nothing
mean?
specific, but
I
just
mean, that was as specific you can get. You know what I
yeah,
mean? New
right.
York City? Sounds about right.
Yep, yep.
Yep, man. Shout out to my
R.I.P.
nigga
Takeoff.
Pobly too, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Pobly. But I cut you off. You said what you said, bro? Oh, you was giving.
R.I.P. My nigga Takeoff, man. Before we take off.
Hey, nah, facts. R.I.P. to the brother, man. That shit is ass, man. That shit is ass. I mean, look how I come around though. Like, I was just about to get into my week. Uh, some Houston shit that I seen happen over the week. Oh, we're not gonna report too much on there, but allegedly they found the suspects in the murder of Takeoff. So just hopefully that actually brings some peace to the family members, and hopefully justice is served, and hopefully they got the right guy. But that remains to be seen. We'll see what that turns into. But my week was interesting, like I said, on some Houston shit, keeping it on some Houston shit. Houston this week had a water boil, bro. A water boil was in effect for the city of Houston.
Right, y'all. A lot of y'all didn't have water or some shit, right?
So this is the wild thing about that, right? It was the most craziest thing, bro. Like, first of all, this information went out to the city and to the citizens in the community at night when the boil was under effect, like for the entire day type shit. But anyway, the city of Houston was under a water boil notice, which meant like the water, whatever was going on, the water was contaminated. So if you wanted to use the water from your sink and shit, you had to boil it. There was a so I'm reading right here. It was a power outage at the water purification plant in the city of Houston, which caused the city to issue a boil water notice. This was on Sunday night of last week. You know what I mean? So I got the notification from my apartment complex, but the funny thing is, before it was reported on the news, niggas had to find out via Twitter. That's how I find out. Like, when I I be on Twitter and shit. I went on there and I seen it trending. I just seen Houston trending. Whenever I see that, I click on it just to see. You know what I mean? I live here. I be trying to figure out what the fuck going on. Niggas were saying we had to boil our water, bro. And I was just like, yo, what? Funny enough, that same day, I was on some lazy nigga shit. I ain't want to go buy no new case of water. At my apartment complex, the parking is so bad, bro. I don't be wanting to leave certain nights just because I know if I come back, my parking gonna be gone. But that same night, it's funny. I actually did boil some water on some, like, yo, I ain't gonna go buy no water. I'm gonna just boil this shit and put it in my filter. I got one of those Brita filter pitcher things. So I'll boil some water and pour that bitch in there to give it the double purification. So that was shit. That shit was just interesting, bro. Like, Houston is always on some shit. Whether we gotta freeze, where we gotta fucking shut the entire city down because it's too cold. Now the water fucking is a power outage at the water purification plant. Like, it's always some shit going on this city. But I ain't gonna front. Just as much as I love NY, I love Houston too. But y'all niggas gotta get y'all shit together, man, because it's fucking wild out here, bro. It's
nigga
wild.
gonna check the Houston shit on Twitter one day. That shit gonna say Twitter is blown up. I mean, Houston has blown up.
Hey, word, nigga, I'm gonna be in the crib, and it's gonna be a nuke. It's gonna be a nuke headed to the city, and I'm gonna find out after the fact, nigga.
After the fact, shit already gonna hit. You gonna look outside, it's gonna be green. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be exposed to mad radiation. I don't even know it, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be trying to go to work, getting dressed and shit. I come outside, it looks like fucking. There's a
You
mushroom
gonna start
cloud out there.
seeing, yeah, gonna start seeing niggas with 3 arms and shit. Hey, yay!
I'm gonna walk out and see Leela. What's Shorty from Futurama? I'm gonna see Leela out there, bitch.
You got my package?
Yeah,
Man,
no, bitch.
one big eye, and two double D's. You
I
know, like
know. Hey, no
you
cap.
thinking like
Leela had them heavies though. She had
she
them
had them
things.
heavies. She had them heavies.
I can see
She
why
had them
Fry
heavies.
was. You know what I mean? I can understand why Fry
She's
was.
a bad bitch. She had one
Yeah.
eye and two big tits. Probably look crazy in person, like in real life. Probably looks wild, but it's probably hot. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
gonna say it's
Purple hair.
probably hot. Yeah,
Yeah, she
purple
had
hair.
purple hair. Right, exactly.
Yeah, she had
So
some cheeks too.
she
Not
had
for
some
nothing.
cheeks. If she got good teeth, the bitch is a 10.
Teeth, titties, and toes is all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a good barometer. You know what I mean? They got all three of those in check. You got a bad bitch on your hands.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But fellas, we back, man. Shout out to all y'all listening right now. We love you. Just wanted to get that out. We love you so much that this goes right into our first topic of the day, man. Spotify and Apple, you know, we in December now. Spotify and Apple put out their 2022 wrap ups. You know how they do every year. They give you your top ranking songs, artists. They give you your stats basically. Whether you're a producer, an artist, a podcaster, or if you just somebody that subscribes to their platform, they're gonna give you your statistics at the end of the year of what you were into the most. I think they do a good job at that shit. That shit was pretty cool. So what y'all niggas think about that? Like, I think that's a cool ass idea how they do it. You know what I mean? Especially Spotify. Like, Spotify killed it this year. They came out with like a festival lineup based off of your listeners. I mean, your listenership. So, you know what I mean? If you listen to a lot of specific artists, they were your headliners on your festival this year. I thought that was cool. Spotify, you know what I mean? They marketing team got a bonus this Christmas for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah, I
definitely
was
got a
low. I
bonus.
was a little jealous of seeing niggas. But I'm like, oh, Spotify shit is pretty cute. I like that.
Yeah, I ain't going front. Every year I be jealous of that shit. And I mean,
Apple Music just give you a little bullshit. And nigga, this is what you listen to, nigga.
they
Look,
design don't even be cool. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Spotify
yeah.
got a whole presentation of how they promote it to you. I mean, this nigga Drvgz the only one of us that got Spotify, so you know what I mean, he was the only one that got to actually see they shit. I mean, outside of the pod, you know, we distribute this pod through Spotify and via other platforms. So we got our wrap up for the pod. We're gonna get into that. But fellas, let's get into that, man. Our 2022 wrap ups, our top artists, top albums, top songs and shit. The lists were pretty cool because I'm looking at them, and as much as I want to disagree, because I looked at my list and I was like, yo, anybody looking in on this can have a preconceived notion of me. Niggas can never meet me and look at this and be like, oh, I know that type of nigga. And I feel a way about that, but it's whatever. What y'all niggas think about y'all list before we get into them? Because it was pretty cool to see.
I like my list. It's very diverse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. Mine is diverse, but maybe not as in the way that I would want.
mine's is diverse. I appreciate that. It just goes to show how every time I just switch songs over. Up, I'm tired of this era. Let me go to this. I'm tired of this shit. Let me go to this. I'm tired of this lyrical shit. Let me go to some crazy shit.
That's actually
So,
interesting. What about you, Drvgz? What's your shit look like? I mean, you the only one with Spotify, so you got the actual. You know, Spotify started this trend, and then Apple followed suit as the years went by. But what's your shit look like? What you thought about yours?
I mean, I think it's kind of dope. I mean, it's always dope for me because my experiences with songs is not necessary. It's never really a new song per se, but even if it is a new song, the way I digest music is it's like it's more of like a moment.
Yeah,
A lot of other things that's attached to me just listening to the song. It's not just me listening and loving the song. The song is amazing, but yeah, it's a lot more than that. Like, you know?
I
So
think that's a great way to look at that shit. Like, cause I think that's what music is in general. Now, as you get older, I talked about last week that documentary that I've been watching, and just saying how music was created. It was for a lot of older people. At the inception of like when music became real popular in the country, and I mean we got these different genres. Music was made for adults. So I'm thinking as we get older and we see like the type of music that we listen to the most, and we see these lists, it comes from the moments in our lives. Like these lists are great representations and great examples of where we were throughout the year. Because what you listen to kind of goes in hand with what you are doing throughout the year. You know what I mean? Your experiences. So that's a good way to look at that shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
It's kind of like you opening. It's kind of like
Time Machine.
This is
kinda
time
how I look
machine.
at it.
Time traveling.
Time
Yeah,
machine
every time.
for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
yeah,
Time
yeah.
machine.
I
Yeah.
was because I was gonna say like you opening a portal, but yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, same word. Time Machine, Portal. You know what I always thought was cool? I don't know. I never did this in my schooling, but you watch these movies and these shows. You ever seen when it's like the freshman year or the senior year school, the kids they have they dig a hole in like their school property, and they put like a time capsule of all of the shit that they want to put in it, and then they plan is to open it 10 years later. This is kind of what this is, but for the year. You can kind of see where you were and the kind of things you were into at this moment in time right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into our list. You know what I'm saying? Like we could get in. We could just start with our. Let's start with our top 5 most played artists, and then we could go on from there. What's yours? Let's start with yours, Drvgz. Since you got Spotify, you the only one with Spotify. What was your top 5? If you got top 10, you can name those too. But whatever you got, 5 or 10.
All right, I'm gonna go with the first 5 for now. First
Bet.
5, and then I'm gonna give you the next. All right, number 1, I got Roddy Ricch, Everything You Need. Number 2, I got Josh Allen, my boy El Camino.
Mm.
Number 3, I got Wait For You, of course, Future, Drizzy, Thames.
If the world was ending.
4, I got Elon Musk, DDG and Gunna.
Mm.
5, I got Let You In, DDG.
Oh, okay. That's a. So I wasn't expecting that. Like I don't
Me
have
either.
any DGG on my shit, but that's
Me either.
an interesting list. Like I mean, like those all of those songs. So what do you think about when you? I mean, you see that being your top 5. Like, what does that make you think of? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know much about DDG, so I can't really call it on those songs. But it
Right.
seems like that has is a trend within those songs. You said you had "Wait for You" on there. Nah, I
Right.
mean, Future, Drake, Thames. What else you said? What was number 1?
Roddy
El
Ricch,
Camino,
Everything You
Roddy
Need.
Rich. Word, like
Right.
what you. Well, before we get into the explanations, I ain't gonna front. That's a nice little list. What was yours, Mars? Since we doing songs right now, songs and artists.
Oh,
What was your top
Josh
5?
Allen, El Camino, Chase Fetty.
Wow, look, both of y'all niggas. Okay.
Rax got me. Yeet and Gunna. That shit is
Mm.
Grammy ready.
That's
War.
that.
AD featuring K Flock.
Okay.
My Life. J.R. Writer.
Mm.
Oldie right there.
Holy goody.
Hell on Earth Part 2. West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher, and Conway the Machine.
Wow. See, that's another diverse ass list. I mean, that's wow. See, now my list, I'm a little embarrassed by my list. Not embarrassed in terms of like it makes me feel bad, but my top 5, I got 2 artists in all 5 songs. You know what I mean, 3 of the songs are the same nigga. And you could go into 6, 7, and 8, and it's still the same nigga. But I got number 1 is Yeet. Mad about that. Number 1. Number 2, once again, is Yeet. Lying for Fun. Number 2. Number 3 is IYKK. I mean IYYK. If you know, you know, by B Love. Number 3. Number 4 is Yeet again. Once again, Real 6. And number 5 is "Don't Change" by B Love. That's my top 5. So apparently, I'm into motherfucking yeet and fucking drill music, bro.
That nigga list look like sound like he 15.
I'm about to say, nigga, and that's where my motherfucking my embarrassment comes in. My list looks like my list looks like I give it up for a bottle of Casamigos and fucking a spliff, nigga. Like you turn on some yeet and give me a blunt at a party and I'm giving it up crazy. You know what I mean? Like
Look like you was raised in the mean streets of Calabasas.
The nigga was born in 2012.
dead ass, bro, for real. Oh man, that's funny as hell. But it makes sense because I fuck with Yeet because his music is just some turn up shit for me. Like I could put that shit on
Yeet shit
just to get me hype.
Yeet shit is magical. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Love me some Yeet music, but I don't know if y'all wanted to. Let's get into our top 5 artists though. You know what I mean? Let's get into what the artists are. If y'all have those lists, I could start while y'all pull yours up. So I got Apple Music. Apple Music gives me the amount of minutes that I listen to each artist. I don't even know if I want to describe that. I'm gonna just give y'all niggas the first 5. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go minutes.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go into the minutes. But my number 1 is Yeet, clearly. Number 2, Drvgz Drake, Aubrey Graham. Shout out to Drake. Number 3, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because this is my favorite drill nigga. My nigga B Love. B Love is number 3. Number 4, Kid Cudi. Really, you know what I mean? If you listen to this pod, you know me. Kid Cudi is gonna be on my list. Whether he had new music out or not, Kid Cudi is number 4. Number 5, Future.
It's not bad.
I could go into my and then
That's diverse. That's diverse.
That's diverse, and I think that
It's
is
just
a
your
great.
song selection. Your song selection is.
Yeah, the song selection is off.
It's you Eddie Murphy party all the time. So it's
Yeah, not word. That's definitely what it was.
Yeah. So it's the little times where you drink it and you put that shit on. It counts.
And my life is that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
every one of those artists is from a situation like that. Know what I mean, party all the time, throw some shit on before the party. It turns out to be one of those 5 artists.
Yeah.
And I mean, just to round it out, I got number 6, K Flock, 7, Kendrick, 8, 21 Savage. Number 9 is some bullshit. I don't even know what this is. I ain't even gonna shout it out, but this ain't supposed to be there. And number 10 is Gunna.
Okay, we're doing a whole 10
What
for
y'all
the
niggas
artists.
look like?
All right, number 1 for me, 5-2 I can relate because it's Yeet.
Yeet.
Yep. Number 2 is Chase Fetty. Number 3 is El Camino. Number 4 is Drake. Number 5 is Jay-Z. Number 6 is French Montana. Number 7 is Young Thug. Number 8 is Playboy Cardi. Number 9 is Stack Bundles. And 10 is Westside Gun.
I love that Stack Bundles is up there. I wish he was in mine.
Right.
Damn.
I'm jealous of that. I ain't even
I'm highly upset. I don't have the God MC himself, Travis Scott, on my list. I don't know where. I don't know what this is about. I guess because I go to fucking my mixtape to listen to Travis. I listen to like mixtape Travis. I listen to fucking Al Farrell and fucking.
You called him what? I think I misheard you. I misheard you. You said you called him the what MC?
Let's not discuss that statement.
I thought I heard something, but I might have been mistaken. So
It was. It was.
Oh, okay, word. My bad. I was just trying to make sure. What about you, Drvgz?
I had to sneak that in there real quick.
What about you, Drvgz? Let's brush over that and get to my nigga Drvgz list. What's your top 5 albums, bro?
I don't even know how to get to the artist. Like,
yeah, see, you got that Spotify. I don't even know how to do it on there neither.
Yeah, it's a party on the screen right now. They got nigga, you've been listening to all this music. Congratulations.
They got a whole motherfucking shindig going on his phone right now.
Yeah, he probably get that nigga $100 real quick. Here's $100.
You got a gift card, all that. Ooh, we pop champagne. Oh, well, I mean, since we still here, we could finish out. Like, I don't know if you if you could find it, you can keep looking for it, bro. But Marz, while we here, we can just get into I don't know if you got your albums. I wanted to get into my top 5 albums too before we finished out. My top 5, number 1, of course, Yeet, 2 Alive album. Number 2, Makes Me Feel Good, Intergalactic by Kid Cudi, my most second streamed album of the year. I love that. And again, number 3 is Yeet with his Life album. Number 4 is Yeet with his Up To Me album. Number 5, I Never Liked You by Future. Number 6, Her Loss and 21 Savage and Drake, Her Loss. 6, Honestly Never Mind by Drvgz. 7, no, what the fuck? 6 is Her Loss. 7 is Honestly Never Mind. 8, King's Disease 3. Number 9 is The Legend, The Best of Bob Marley and the Wailers. Is my number 9 listen to album of the year. And number 10 is Kendrick, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. That makes sense for me. That Bob Marley shit I was listening to on all of my vacations for the year. I ain't gonna front. I went to Belize. I went to Costa Rica. I was bumping straight Bob Marley. So that makes sense.
Nice. That's a vibe.
The big vibe. What's your shit, bro?
Number 1, 2 Alive, Yeet.
Yeet!
Yeah. Number 2, Bethlehem, El Camino, Chase Fetty.
Okay, yeah.
Number 3, Whole Lot of Red, Playboy Cardi. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, in 2022. Okay.
Yeah. Number 4 is Sick, Earl Sweatshirt. Number 5 is Her Loss.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is Tierra Corinne, I Can't Wait. Album is so fucking gas.
Okay.
I highly recommend that.
Surprise.
Number 7 is Live Evil, Lancey Fox.
Wow.
Number 8 is Rich Shooter, Young Nudie. Number 9 is
Okay.
Number 9 is Hitler Wears Hermes 8. And number 10, Library of a Rockstar. Chapter. What chapter is this? Hold up. Let me go to the full on shit.
Shout out to Westside Gun.
Chapter, Lifestyle of a Rockstar, Chapter 9, Stack Bundles. It's a Stack Bundles playlist on Apple Music. So
Stack Bundles. Man, I'm jealous that I don't listen to as much Stack Bundles as you do.
Nigga, they got a whole bunch of Stack on Apple Music. Nigga, they got a whole bunch of Stack. They got every Stack song.
They do, I know. And I'm and that's part of my jealousy. They got mad Stack.
They got so much Stack.
Playlist Stack, like for real.
And that's why French Montana was number 5 earlier this week. But I guess that session I went through with Volume 2 kind of changed that. But they got a whole bunch of they got every French song. They got old French. It's like, how can you not listen to old French? It's French.
Right.
Mac Mustard. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he on my top 10 as far as artists goes.
French is putting out a new Coke Boys project, so shout out to that. And I mean, since we here, this is part of a later topic, but Cocaine Riot 6, Chinks, RIP to the homie, Far Rock's own Chinks, Cocaine Riot 6 dropped. And niggas could get that, you know what I mean?
What was your top playlist?
I don't listen to playlists. I make my own playlist. My top playlist was a playlist I made.
Mine's is 90s. Mine's is 90s R&B essentials. Love some 90s R&B.
Oh, okay. My shit probably would have been something like that too, because I have.
Here we go.
I have R&B playlists is like the only ones I have saved.
Okay.
That's crazy that you like literally the only ones I have saved are playlists that I made and R&B playlists. What about your friend?
I only got 3. I got 90s R&B essentials, and here we finally have it. Top playlist featuring Travis Scott. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. That's right, Trav. Let's go.
The God MC?
God. Travis Hova. Number 3. Number 3 is featuring Kanye West. Wow, who would have thought? Yeah, Kanye features is pretty insane.
Well, I mean, shit. Well, since we on this shit right now, Drvgz. Did you find yours? Because if you didn't, it's cool.
A little surprised, but
go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. What you got?
Well, I'm starting from 5. Number 5, I got P&D, Party Next Door.
This nigga list is cool as fuck, bro. This nigga. Okay, what's next, nigga?
Number 4, I got Future.
Nah, this nigga is the mall of this podcast, boy. This nigga cool as hell, bro. Okay, Future. Damn, PND and Future. Okay, Playboy. What you got next?
Number 3, I got Roddy Rich. Not really surprising because
This
my
nigga
number 1
cool.
song was Roddy's song.
Number 2.
Number 2, this is what I was proud of. Kid Cudi. Oh man.
Oh yeah, that's a cool ass list. I ain't gonna front. I'm hating on that list.
Yeah, man. And
Big
number 1,
Cudi.
man, we got your boy, man. The boy, Drizzy.
Drizzy, I'm about to say, yeah, that gotta be number 1. Yeah, that list sounds about right. I fuck with that list for sure. See, like my list, I fuck with my albums list in terms of it sounds about right. Like I put so I got number 1, 3, and 4 Yeet. I'm gonna just put that as number 1 because yeah, boom. And then number 2 is definitely gonna be Cudi. 3 will be Future. 4 Drake. 5. What would my 5 be? My 5 would be Nas. Nas or Kendrick because they got the same amount of plays. So in turn, that I agree with my list like that. But yeah, this nigga Drvgz list is cool as hell. I like that list, bro. That's a cool ass list.
I just
Cool. That's a cool
like
list.
that the genre was rap. I thought I listened to a lot of
R&B.
not even just a mixture, but R&B for sure.
You know what I realized? So same for me. Like mostly, I listen to R&B playlists. Like if my shorty come over, if I go over to her crib, I got playlists that are just that I play on like shuffle. But I think how these shits were created, they go based off of what you listen to straight through. So like the Her Loss album, the Nas album came out maybe like weeks ago, but I listened to them shit straight through a lot. So I got a lot more plays on that. As opposed to albums that I like Jasmine Sullivan album. I listened to that shit a lot this year, but it ain't nowhere on my list. Probably just because I haven't listened to them straight through as much as I listen to like these other projects. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody on these lists, great artists. I mean, I fuck with all of them. But fuck all that. Let's get into the crack in the 80s. Spotify statistics, you know what I'm saying? Because we did our thing this year, felt like, fellas, you know what I mean? Like, we started this podcast in February, y'all. Like, and look, we in December, we ain't missed 1 week. I went on vacation. We like, I mean, the homies been, but we continued no matter what came up. My nigga Marz got 2 jobs now, and he made sure that he don't miss pod day. And that's because we fuck with y'all so much, man. We got to continue to bring y'all this. And so these numbers, we want to share them with y'all. And we also want to, this makes us feel good because we get to share them with y'all. You know what I mean? How y'all, fellas, what y'all think about that? Y'all want to get into that? Let the people know how much we love them and how much they supported us this year with our numbers?
We fuck with y'all. We fuck with y'all. Don't push it though, fans. Don't push it. We fuck with y'all though.
Don't push it too far though. Niggas might get slapped up, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still slap fans, too.
They were. We still slap fans and we rob niggas. So, don't get too crazy. Man, I'm such a fan. Nigga, run it.
But, what y'all think? Y'all want to get into our... Y'all got to think. We started in February. We not even a year in yet. We 37 weeks in. We almost there. We got about 20-something more episodes. Well, less than 20 episodes before we get to that year mark. But we got our statistics, man. We got enough product out there in the streets to where Spotify was able to, you know what I mean, conjure up a list of our accomplishments. Y'all think we should go over them shits right now? What y'all think?
Bust it down for the freaks real quick, son.
Let's bust it down. All right, so shout out to y'all, man. All y'all crack rock la familiar, the crackheads. Just to go, we created 3,343 minutes of new content this year in less than a year. You know what I mean? That according to Spotify, that's more than 97% of other creators in the comedy category, which we are a comedy podcast. If y'all didn't know, this is in the comedy section. None of this shit should be taken serious. If you didn't know by now, this is all comedy. This is satire. We just fucking around. It's jokes. You know what I mean? If anybody took any of this serious, that's your fault. It's unfortunate that you did, but we just fucking around. And I mean, our podcast loves to travel, according to Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Our top 3 countries and where we were heard. We were heard in 5 different countries throughout the entire year. But the top 3, of course, United States. Coming in at number 2, which is surprising to me because they don't even speak our language, is Spain. You know what I'm saying? Spain came in at number 2. And number 3, rounding out the top 3, is Ireland, man. Shout out to Conor McGregor and them boys. You know what I mean? All my niggas at the Irish pubs listening to crack in the 80s. We fuck with all y'all, man. We love you.
We fuck with all y'all, man.
Word up.
Love y'all, man. That's beautiful, man. Ireland. We gotta create. Maybe we could create some kind of merch or some kind of cool thing for just the Irish fans themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
That's why I went to go meet Biden. I said, listen, I need this shit to be worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Biden did his numbers. He put the word out. You know what I'm saying? And now look at the results. You know what I mean? Look at the results.
Put it out, man. I mean, like we just appreciate y'all for listening, man. According to this list, our podcast listeners listen to according to this, they are super fans, and whenever our podcasts come out, they are like the first people to listen to them. So, shout out to y'all. We appreciate the support and continue to fuck with us, man. We gonna make sure our numbers are double next year, probably triple, but it's gonna be with the help of all y'all, man. So, shout out to y'all. We appreciate everybody that's been listening. Wherever you listening to, Apple, Spotify. That was specifically Spotify. So we don't even know what the YouTube numbers are. Well, we know what they are, but we didn't have an overall wrap up for Spotify. I mean, for Apple, for YouTube, all that other shit. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, man.
Real niggas.
Oh.
Real niggas, man.
Real niggas. I guess this is a good time, fellas, and we can start here. I mean, we started already, but did y'all? I mean, it's Art Basel weekend, Art Basel week. Y'all niggas seen anything from Art Basel? Have y'all ever wanted to go to Art Basel? I should say, like, I never been, but Art Basel seems like it's become the South by Southwest of Florida. If we keep it in a buck,
I haven't even heard about it.
Art Basel? You never heard of Art Basel?
I've heard it, but I didn't hear about it this year.
Yeah, so this year they have located across the city, you know, Miami. They in Miami. They have a bunch of ATMs, right? The ATMs that they have this year, fucking crazy. They got ATMs that display a leaderboard as if it's like an arcade game type shit. You know what I mean? So on these fucking leaderboards, they're going to show you the top 5, top 10, just like how we went through these lists. They're going to show you the most wealthiest person that used this ATM. And not only show you the name, they're going to take a picture of them and put them on the ATM. So I thought that shit was kind of crazy, fam. Imagine you going to a spot and the ATM is taking a picture of you and putting your name and letting everybody else that comes after you know, oh yeah, this is who has the most money.
That's spooky as hell.
Spooky as hell, and not to mention that shit is in South Beach, my nigga. That shit is in Miami. Them niggas is getting zoed.
Niggas is getting robbed. Hey, fuck nigga. Hey, bitch.
This shit is a perfect example. Perfect example of just the internet and these phones becoming too trendy to where whoever created this ATM was definitely like a TikToker or influencer, somebody that was an internet person that was thinking it would be cool to display a leaderboard. It's making it easier for niggas to get lined up, bro. It's on South Beach. It's already on South Beach. So I'm looking at the article now. This is just from CNN because I know people that are literally in Miami right now for Art Basel that I hit them. I wanted homie to come. Like, shout out to my nigga Steve. My nigga Steve, he work at Live Nation. Know what I'm saying? I met that nigga when I was it don't matter, but he's at Art Basel right now, and he put a picture up of the ATM like physical. He put the actual ATM. You know, most of the time you see shit online, you think it might be a story, it might not be that valid. You never know what to believe. You see that shit in person from someone you know, you like, all right, this is real. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So the ATM, basically what it is, it comes up with a leaderboard. And once you use the ATM, you take money out, it's going to snap a picture of you and put a picture of your remaining balance of your account. And if you have the most money, you're number one on the leaderboard. You have the least money, you're last on the leaderboard. This is crazy where we are in society where nothing is private anymore, fam. Like something like that it's so common in the society we live in now because everybody wants to show off what they're doing, where they are. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting to see that it's an actual thing that has been made. What y'all niggas think? Like, would y'all want to be number one on that leaderboard? Y'all niggas want y'all niggas
I
want
would
people to
never
know.
even swipe my card on that bitch.
Right.
Not only are they showing your account, they're showing a picture of you, fam. Like, that's
Right,
so
so nigga
crazy.
remember you.
What's
Hey, ain't you that nigga that
purpose?
was at the Art Basel and swiped his card and said, yeah, up it, nigga.
Up
Fuck,
it.
nigga.
It's crazy, son. Like, what? It's wild, but like,
Bro, what's the real point of this, bro? Like, what's the
social
real
media.
unit? Like,
Literally, the only purpose of this is social media, bro. Like, it's to be shared.
Now you gotta think, right? The person who made that, right? After the Art Battles was over, he's gonna take that home. That information is gonna stay on that machine.
Mm.
And that nigga gonna watch niggas BET. You know what I'm saying? Now he know who's who. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure.
What
Pretty
photo
sure.
evidence?
I'm pretty sure.
Photographic evidence.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the shit takes more information than just your money account and your picture. Probably got your social on that shit too, nigga. Some shit like that advanced. Think that shit ain't got your social?
Bro, you got my picture and my credit card number. If you there in the city right now, you don't even need all that other information. You could do me harm immediately.
Immediately.
The fact that this picture is going viral on the internet, it just shows that it's not a safe thing. Because imagine if this was just on the ATM, that would be one thing. It's on the ATM physically where it is, so you can get harmed just based off of whoever used the ATM that wants to come do you harm. It's also on the internet too. So if I don't catch you right now at Art Basel, I don't even got to know your name. I know what you look like, and I know how much money you have, fam. I'm gonna come find you. I will find you. You know what I mean? This is crazy. This is crazy because with that, the people that used it did it willingly. So we at a time now, fellas, where niggas are
Niggas is
opting
dickheads.
in. They want to give their. I mean, they want to be popular. They want niggas to know about them. They want niggas to know what they make. They want niggas to know about their life. It's just where we at in society.
They want niggas to rob them too, apparently.
They want niggas to rob them. Word.
Uh-huh. Yo, what's this? Yo, what's going on? It's all the money's in my card. Or nigga, give me the card information, nigga, if I blow your fucking brains out, bitch.
And look, this is what I look like and what I'm wearing right now.
Now you know how much I got? Bitch, just up it.
And you know where I was. Like, I was just right here.
You was at the Art Basel, right? You saw her nigga. You was at the Art Basel, right? Up it, nigga.
Up it,
fuck, nigga.
I'm in fashion. I bet I still up it. So fellas, y'all gotta put me on to this topic right here that we about to get into, because I know about it on the peripheral. I'm not too familiar with like who Son is or the actual story.
I know the nigga, but I don't know the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Word. But so Nike has decided to sue specifically two designers that are influencers. They are real popular nowadays. Designers Kool KIY, KIW.
Kool Kai. Yep.
Kool Kai, yeah.
Kool KIY and Omi and a Hellcat. Two YouTuber, influencer, internet. Let's just go with internet niggas, because internet niggas covers a variety of platforms that you could be popular for on the internet. But Nike came out recently and subpoenaed these two gentlemen for designs that they considered to be knockoffs. I mean, just to read this article before we go further, Nike has filed a trademark infringement lawsuit against two popular sneaker designers and the manufacturer of their footwear. The Swoosh, aka Nike, filed yesterday in a Southern District of New York lawsuit that spans 6 different complaints. Nike says defendants Nick Arvinger and David Weeks of by KIY Kai LLC, aka Kool Kai, and Bill Omar Carrasquillo of Reloaded Merch LLC, aka Omi and a Hellcat, have been promoting, copying, and selling Nike designs, namely the Air Jordan 1 and Dunks, as their own. Nike lawyers say they notified both gentlemen as of August 6th, 2021, and attempted to reach a resolution within the company, but to no avail. Now, fellas, that last piece of information is important because they notified these niggas as of last year. So it's been over a year ago, August 6th of 2021. They let them know, hey, yo, we noticed what y'all doing. We need y'all
Hey,
to
y'all niggas
stop.
is stealing, cuz.
Cut that shit the fuck out, man. Like, we see what the fuck y'all niggas is doing. You got away with it this far. You lucky you made your bread. We need you to stop right now.
Yep.
Fast forward, they didn't stop, and now Nike, the big swoosh, niggas is being sued. So y'all brought this to my attention. I didn't know about either of these gentlemen. I only knew about one of them in name because he was named in another lawsuit earlier this year as a YouTube influencer, one of these niggas. Put me on. What y'all niggas know about this? Like, let me know what y'all niggas know.
I found out about the Kool Kai shit maybe about 2 years ago. Me and Drvgz had a real in-depth conversation about this shit. And it was we just thought it was like one of the corniest ideas to ever grace the fashion industry. And then the fact that niggas was actually buying it. Like, get your money, young black man. You know what I'm saying? I support black businesses if the shit makes sense.
Well, just explain to the people, like, what they were doing.
It's the same Jordan 1 silhouette, right? And he put a lightning bolt where the check is.
Word.
That's all he did. He
Not
didn't do
just
nothing wrong.
Both of these gentlemen that are involved
both
in
of
this
these niggas.
lawsuit.
Now, I found out about the
same
Omni
thing.
nigga. I found out about the Omni nigga the same time around 2 days ago when they came out with the fucking lawsuit. Because I was my pop sent me a live where one of I forgot this dude's name, some dread fashion dude was talking to the Omni guy, and I thought he was he was working with Kool Kai. I go to the motherfucker's page, he got his own fucking sneaker too, the same shit. So I'm like, wait,
same everything.
I'm like, wait, what? His
Same
material
sneakers.
His material is better, from what I heard. I heard this shit is way more Jordan 1-y than Kool Kai shit. There's even videos of him on YouTube balling up Kool Kai's kicks in like a ball. He can literally turn it into a ball and throw it.
That's the funny thing about before you get into that, let me just give my 2 cents. That's the funny thing about overall what's going on. These two niggas were in competition to make the same sneaker, which was a fake sneaker. That's the part that gets me, like, it tickles me, if you should say, pause if need be. It's like they were going against each other because they were both using, if we keep it in a buck without saying too much, we know where these distributors come from. We know how to get in contact with them now. The fact that both of them found a distributor and one might have been slightly better than the other, but they were both counterfeits of what the actual platform was putting out. It's funny that one of them was trying to shit on the other, like, yo, my shit is the better knockoff.
Right.
But continue, my bad, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I found out about son, and they don't even like each other.
Yeah, they got real beef.
Apparently Omni came up with the idea first, and Kool Kai jacked it and had a stronger following, so that's why his shit kind of expanded more, but
crazy.
That's what I heard too, especially because Son is from New York, so you know what that.
Yeah, right. You know, New York niggas love to support black businesses that don't really make sense.
Wow.
So, just to say they do. A lot of niggas do shit just to say they did it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of niggas do shit to say they do it, but never have plans for where it becomes a big thing. To kind of niggas don't have a plan for they shit to be successful. It give me it's giving lick vibes. Like niggas just try to hit licks, and then when the
yeah, that's
lick
it.
actually work, niggas don't know
Yeah,
really where to go from it.
because
Go,
at the
go
end of the
from
day,
there.
them niggas ain't. See, that's why I respect Bape so much, and like Renigo, because
It ain't
yeah,
in
he took
them. It's on them.
right, and he didn't only take the Air Force One silhouette. Yeah, he took it, but the clothes was arguably way better than the sneakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas make clothes and hoodies and shit, and it's just Omni Air and Kool KIY Air. Ain't nothing special about it. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying, cool about the brand itself. So it is kind of coming like you just using the Air Force. You know that the Jordan 1 culture is at an all-time high right now. Okay? Niggas, bitches is sucking dick for ones, and niggas is killing niggas for ones. So y'all niggas took that craze and made it. Actually, you actually stole from Ian Connor because he was the first one to put a lightning bolt on a motherfucking sneaker with the Revenge Storms. So it's like kind of weird, bro. It is.
I ain't gonna credit Ian with that because Ian be stealing from niggas, so I don't want to credit that nigga with nothing.
He do be stealing from niggas, but it's like he was the first one to put the lightning bolt on a sneaker.
The first one we saw.
The first one we
Let's put it
saw,
like that.
yeah, the first one we saw with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it made sense. It made more sense with the Vans because that swingly line on the Van is kind of ugly.
The Van, I would say the Vans is probably so I've seen them on the Vans, and those would be the only ones that I would support. Like
I would support those. I like those. I
I
actually like
love
those.
those. I actually wanted
Yeah.
the copper pair. Them shits was
Yeah.
heat.
And I
And
heard they great. I heard they real comfortable skate sneakers too.
I'm a Van nigga, so like I would copper pair of Vans for $40, bro. Like, and those are good quality sneakers. Like I got Vans now that I use for work sneakers, and I run through them motherfuckers. And the more I use them, the more they feel comfortable. Like they break in even more because they are skateboard sneakers. They got the gum bottoms, so like got a level of comfort there just for wear and tear.
Yeah, right.
But I got the actual lawsuit here. This is from Omi and the Hellcat. This is from specifically his Instagram. So I'm gonna just go over some of what he posted on his story, which is public knowledge. So he posted the actual lawsuit that was sent to sent to his lawyer's email, and he put a caption on it. He goes, We had a week to respond to Nike, and we did. Nike did not respond back. They went straight for the lawsuit because my lawyers ate them up in a response." He added some people. They said Kai did not respond. That has nothing to do with me. Even okay, this nigga his hey, let me see what he says because he has like a lot of errors in his stuff. But he says they said Kai did not respond. That has nothing to do with me. I don't even know if that's true, but we responded. Then he goes in to say, Amiri is a Jordan 1 inspired shoe. Amiri has a Jordan 1 inspired shoe, but Nike was silent and never said anything about that. He posted the shoe that they had with like the little bones and all that shit. It kind of looks like it, but whatever. He continues to say, making a cable company is illegal, but making an inspired shoe is not. What a coincidence. I know Balenciaga had a conversation with Nike, LOL. So basically, at this point, this is what I know him from. I know him from when he got in trouble with Kivo Band, another YouTuber that got in trouble for like the internet cable thing, which he just referred to in his post. So apparently, they made a cable company that was based off of like streaming on websites. You know what I mean? If you know how to stream on websites and get your shit for free. Apparently, they made a platform that they were selling that was theirs. They were making money off of that was all of those things combined on one platform. So they were trying to sell a fake cable and they got sued for that. So
niggas was trying to sell fake cable. What the fuck?
And that's what I'm saying, bro. It just goes into this is what gives me my interpretation and my understanding of who this nigga is, type of person he is, and what I know him of. Nigga
You
just
niggas,
seems like someone that don't got their own style or creativity, bro. They don't know.
nah, they don't. These
Nigga
niggas
might be
don't
good
got
at
shit.
business. He might be
He
doing
barely good at
business.
that. Because if you were good at business, nigga, you would find better ways to do what the fuck you plan on doing. You would do it the right way.
Right.
Niggas just be getting platforms and don't be creative, bro. Like
Damn,
niggas just be
son. This nigga
copying.
was selling fake cable. Now he's selling
Nigga was
fake
taking fake
ones.
cable, bro. Literally, nigga was selling
Nigga, you
fake
put the
cable.
shit on and you got the little bullshit ass cartoons that used to come on them off brand channels.
Crazy.
Punch a nigga in his face. What the fuck is this, man? I put the TV on, my son watch some little bullshit animation shit, man. What's this, man?
Would y'all niggas ever cop a pair of them kicks?
Hell the fuck no. Don't
Nah.
catch me in them shits. You put a gun in my head. Put them
And how much them
Omnis
shits-
on.
how
Nigga, pull
much
that
were-
trigger. Omnis was 200. And Kool KIY is like, he's charging niggas a brick, nigga. He's charging niggas like 350.
Niggas is crazy. Hey,
Niggas is crazy. And niggas is paying it
he's
too.
charging niggas more than
Yeah, he's
Sure.
charging niggas more, so there's more hype around Kool KIY shit because it's more money, it's more bread, and he's doing colors that niggas wish Jordan did. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like, nigga, we don't really need that. Like, niggas don't need that shit. Niggas is the only reason why niggas really started wearing it is because rappers started wearing them.
right.
Well, you know, your local rappers, your Jim Jones, your this, your that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
shout out to New York for always putting some bullshit on the map.
yeah,
We good for that. Like,
yeah.
we good for that. Oh man, niggas is good for that. So I mean, I know last week we talked about a lot of Quentin Tarantino films. I gotta be honest, fellas. I got a confession to make, man. I wasn't really on Quentin Tarantino last week as I am now. I mean, I knew about me. I knew about him as like a legendary director. But y'all put me onto a lot of shit last week that I didn't know. I didn't know bro was acting in some of the movies. Like I didn't know that at all. Didn't know he was in From Dusk Till Dawn. Had no idea. And I mean, it's a lot of his movies that I didn't see. I was just not aware. So I took it upon myself. I did some homework this week. I checked out a couple of these movies. I mean, I took a trip back to the 90s and I took a trip to his most recent film. But I started with, I started with Natural Born Killers. I mean, Quentin Tarantino first. George Clooney is in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Woody Harrelson. I mean, that's what Mickey and Mallory. You know what I mean? Mickey and Mallory Knox, the motherfucking. I mean, they on the run. They like of that age, Bonnie and Clyde. Y'all niggas, y'all ever seen Natural Born Killers, or y'all more of a? You know what I mean,
It's been a while, but yeah, I saw it.
natural. Yeah, I mean that was my first introduction, of course. Then from there, I went and I watched that shit. I watched From Dusk Till Dawn. You know what I mean, that was not my first time because I definitely seen it when I was younger, but I didn't remember any of it. So this was my first time watching it and comprehending what was going on. Great film, son. Like I was, like I said, I was unaware. I knew it was a good film just because of the namesake and who directed it, but I wasn't familiar. I didn't know Salma Hayek was in there. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know like well and going back to Natural Born Killer. Shout out to Robert Downey Jr. He was in there. This was early Robert Downey. This was Robert Downey before the coke. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas don't even know about Robert Downey pre-Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? They only know about his pops and shit. But anyway, getting back to From Dusk Till Dawn, Salma Hayek in there, you know what I mean? Quentin Tarantino, George Clooney.
legend.
Legends in this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and this was a young George Clooney too. He played the brother. I mean, Tarantino, I didn't know he was an actor. Like, y'all was talking about it last week. Like I said, I was unaware. Had to go do my homework. He played the little weirdo nigga Richard Gecko. You know what I'm saying? What was the shit called? A titty twister? The club, little strip club bar that they was in? It was a titty twister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the titty little strip club. Salma Hayek worked there. That was a perfect example of you know what I mean, you can never trust a baddie at a club that's giving you too much rhythm. No, it was always a catch to that shit. This bitch was a whole vampire at the end of that shit. Like that was
Did you
crazy.
did you get the whole vampire switcheroo? Did you get it? Did you?
I didn't get it on my first. Well, maybe I did, and like I don't know what the it was. When I watched that, it was just like, all right, these is some they middle of nowhere strip club. All of the strippers are vampires, and the people that run the spot. What was there to get? Because what I looked at that was just like I said, the baddies, them niggas, them bitches, and they never going. I mean, they never gonna give you too much rhythm without it being a catch to it. But the catch was just they was just vampires. But what was it like an actual meaning behind it?
I don't know. Nobody knows. I think that's like one of the biggest mysteries in movie history. It's like where
That's
the
what I
fuck
got, nigga. You can never trust a bitch that's into you too much.
I felt like it might have been a message, subliminal. But I always kind of feel like that when I'm watching certain things that I'm really interested in. I
Yeah,
feel like well-written things come from things that are
come from other places.
that happened or they believe
Yeah,
could happen or,
I
so.
feel you. Good movies though. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. I was a fan of Tarantino just from Kill Bill. But taking it even further back, I'm more of a fan now. Just seeing his style of film, he does a lot of cool editing shit that I'm not gonna front. I use a lot of those techniques prior to even knowing that he did it. I don't know what the style was, because like I didn't go to film school to know if it goes by a certain name. But there's a lot of shit that he did that that maybe it came from subconsciously just watching a lot of films, and I thought they were so cool. I wanted to imitate them, and it just became a style that I used when I actually started editing and making my own film. Maybe it was just something like that, but shout out to him because he does a lot of shit that it ain't really much that it takes, but it's just like you could tell, oh, that's some Tarantino shit. I also watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, another Tarantino film. His most recent, if I'm not mistaken, film that was like a blockbuster. Leo was in there, Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? Everybody was in there, really. De Niro was in there for a scene. Like, he had everybody in there, shit. Of course, look who I saw in there. Fucking Cassie, Sydney Sweeney has from fucking Euphoria. She's in that shit, too. She played one of the hippies. Good ass movie, though. I'm not gonna front. I fuck with that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just how it was a cool angle and a cool point of view of a person that was in Hollywood around that time. Know what I mean, 70s, late 70s type shit, hippie movement, Charles Manson era. It was cool to see that on film, but it wasn't. Uh, the entire portrayal wasn't it wasn't a Charles Manson film. It was cool to
Yo,
see that side of him.
what did Brad Pitt throw at that nigga's face
Two Face.
at the end when he came in the house? What did he throw at him before they to pop the fight off?
Before they popped the fight off.
Yeah, like because Brad Pitt popped the bottle, but what did he throw at the was it at the bitch face or the nigga face? What did he throw? He threw something that's.
I think because I remember, they came looking. Of course, they came to the Hollywood Hills where they stayed. They came looking and shit. But I don't remember because I know they opened the door and Son was off the acid. He dipped the cigarette in the acid. Brad Pitt's character, the stunt man, he was off the acid, so he was high. But he threw like a knife. Then he threw Nah, that was a different scene I'm thinking of.
Originally, it's based off a true story, those events. They actually went and killed Maggie Roberts' character in real life.
So I knew it was. I don't know the actual story though. I just knew it was real. Just because
Charles Manson had a cult.
Yeah,
and they was going around killing people. Yeah. And
I remember that.
They went and killed the Maggie Roberts character in real life. That was kind of the whole hype around the movie. They wanted to see how that played out, but Quentin Tarantino flipped it on his head and had Brad Pitt kill him. They never. Yeah, they never got to a house. So that's why at the end of the movie, Brad Pitt finally met his neighbors, which was Shorty and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of. I like that. I thought that was real sweet. I really thought that was. And she was pregnant. I thought that was sweet. He didn't. He
Knowing a
didn't.
story that is real, I guess that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. He flipped it on his head. He didn't want them to kill Shorty. It was, it's fucked up that she died, so he had them die instead.
Yeah. Good motherfucking film though. Good motherfucking film. Like I said, I did some research. I'm glad that I did. I checked that out. Netflix has Natural Born Killers. That's why I checked that out. And
Okay.
if anybody wants to see that,
I
but
still feel like Kill Bill 1 is his greatest piece of work.
I think it might be too. I fuck with Kill Bill just because it became more of like a series than just a one-off film. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But either way, great director. I checked out a couple of. I attempted to check out some more films, but then I realized some shit just wasn't for me. Like I tried to check out some Stanley Kubrick shit, and I was like, "Yo, this too white for me, bro." Like,
what Stanley Kubrick film we trying to watch?
I tried to check out. Well, so I seen Clockwork Orange before, like I said, younger, and another time where I wasn't really invested. I didn't try to watch that, but I tried to watch because we talked about Tom Cruise last week. Look how it comes around, though. I think that I'm Tom Cruise. But bitch, I ain't with that. I tried to watch Eyes Wide Shut. Shit was too white for me, man. Like I couldn't get into it. I cut it off. Not saying that the movie wasn't good or bad, but
allegedly, that was the reason. He conspiracy theory moment. That was the reason they killed that motherfucker when he died, because he had to change up the scene when they was inside the government party. I want to say government party, but people that was behind the mask, he had casted people that looked exactly like a few important people in the industry.
Time?
Yeah, and at the screening they made him change it. He wasn't trying to change it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's news. I wasn't aware of that. I cut it off before I even got to that part. So like I said, I cut it off early when this is probably like first 20, 15 minutes where Tom Cruise, his wife, they end up at some event where there's an old nigga with his girl, his wife at the time, and he just in her face. Like, and I don't want to say she with it because I don't know what eventually ends up happening in the film. She was just giving this old nigga too much rhythm to where, that scene from movies, which is it's based off a real thing. It got the person talking and they real close to like they about to kiss, but they just kind of playing along their lines of, oh, I want to kiss you, but I'm not, and we're gonna talk with our faces mad close. Shit was making me uncomfortable, fam. I'm like, yo, I know this is a real thing that happens. My nigga, any nigga that get that close to my shorty, it will never happen because she will never do that. But if it does, my nigga, I'm popping a bottle on you ASAP, bro. Like, that ain't just some shit our culture is cool with. Like,
not at all.
I'm keeping it a buck. So I had to cut the movie off because maybe I had watched too much shit, or maybe my day was too much on me to where watching that, it was just so out of what my norm was, I couldn't pay attention. But it is something I do want to get back into. But now knowing this information that you gave me, it's like, damn.
That was the last film.
Wow. So, yeah, see, now I got to go check it out now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on Netflix. It's one of the movies that's on Netflix that I saw.
My favorite one by him is, of course, The Shining. I think that's one of the best films ever made.
Okay, yeah, see, now The Shining I fuck with, too.
Yeah, The Shining.
I actually seen that.
Space Odyssey, I forgot the number of it, but Space
2001,
Odyssey.
2001, I think it is.
2001, yeah. That's that was another conspiracy theory moment. That was the apparently that was
2001.
That was the film that got him to do the moon landing. So there's that. Rumor has it he shot the moon landing. Yeah. So
rumor? Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy time.
Conspiracy time.
Oh man, that's funny. But those movies, shout out to Quentin Tarantino, shout out to everybody involved. It's my first time. But I think it's the perfect moment to get into Marstradamus. We got a new caller this week. We got a new caller this week, you know what I mean? Like we've been telling y'all can leave y'all voicemails and y'all could call in. We got a new caller this week. This is motherfucking Timothy from Jamaica. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Timothy. We got a call. We gonna play this for y'all. Caller, you're on the air. All right. This is y'all.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. How you
All
doing today,
right.
Timothy?
All right, Marstradamus, my brother. How you doing, my youth? I have a question for you. Marstradamus, I have a question for you, man. You know what I mean? Like, we listen to this Crock in the 80s thing, you know what I mean? We listen every week. Me and my brethren, me and my boy Luke over here, my little boy Luke, it's my Rasta brothers, you know what I mean? We got a question for you, my brother. We want to know, we know we be listening, you know, we got the answers. You got the answers for everything. We
Okay.
want to know this question. You know, we got Bob Marley. You know Bob Marley. We love Bob Marley here in Jamaica. Bob Marley is worldwide. We know the white people out there in America, and we know them love him too. And we know them love Michael Jackson. You know Jamaica. We know we like Michael Jackson, but we Bob Marley is
All
our
right,
king. We wanted to
let's
know.
hear the question, motherfucker.
Hey, yo, who that Drvgz? Drvgz that you everybody. Hey.
Yeah, spit the question out, nigga. God damn.
We want to know Bob Marley versus Michael Jackson. Who you think is more influential? You know, Bob Marley, he represents what he represents. We love the ganja. We love the weed. He influential around the world. The white people love him. They think weed come from Bob Marley. And then we got Michael Jackson. We want to know who you think is the most influential. We go listen. We go listen for the answer.
Oh, fun fact: Bob Marley did create weed, and like this is a tough one.
Yeah,
This is a tough one.
That's
This
crazy.
is a tough one. I don't want to. This is probably going to be the only question that I may not have the answers to, but
oh shit.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Because
What
Bob
the
Marley is
hell?
indeed loved around the world. But me personally, Marstradamus, me, the all-seeing eye, the one who knows it all, I'm going to go with Michael Jackson because Thriller. But I can understand if you prefer Bob Marley. It's all preference at the end. It's all preference. All
Excuse
preference,
me
my brother.
while I light my spliff.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Jah, I got to take a lift.
Bob Marley's responsible for weed. Michael Jackson is responsible for Thriller. So you take that
For
as you will.
reality, I just can't drift.
You take that as you will, brother.
All right, my brother, that's a good. I think you got the answer wrong, my brother, but we're gonna take that. We're gonna take this back. We're gonna take this back, and we're gonna discuss it, my brother. Thank you for call. Thank you for answering my call.
No
Yo, we
problem, brother.
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you here cracking the 80s, man.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Timothy, man. We appreciate your call, bro. I mean, that's a long time listener right there. I think homie said he been listening since the episode 3. He said episode
Nice.
3 he been fucking with the guys, fucking with us and shit. Shout out to bro, man. But Bob Marley versus Mike, I mean, damn. It's one of them ones, man. It's just I guess it's depending on where you from,
Yeah,
time
where
you were
you from,
born.
what you into, and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
time you were born, because it can go any way. Like,
Michael, man,
I grew up with both of them niggas in my childhood, so
Michael,
crazy. I mean, we got this is another segment we got here, you know what I'm saying? Good old time to get into Drvgz Tweet of the Week. Drvgz. Drvgz Tweet of the Week. Tweet of the Week.
Tweet of the week.
Tweet of the Week. Drvgz Tweet of the Week. Sponsored by nobody.
Sponsored by we got a sponsor this week. Shout out to Biden and them. They got us plugged in with Colgate.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hey, brush your teeth, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Every morning. Colgate. Yeah.
Awesome. Sponsored by Colgate. What's the tweet? New flavor of the week?
New flavor of the week.
What we got? What we got this week, my brother? What's the tweet of the week this week, man?
I mean, well, this week I think I'm gonna just let you. I think I'm gonna let you get this one off for me. This week, man.
We got a good one this week.
Yep.
This one, this tweet of the week right here, sponsored by Colgate. This is an interesting tweet. Shout out to this brother. I'm not too familiar. I'm not sure if you guys know who this is, but this is from at Kanye West. Shout out to that brother. First time hearing about him. He goes, "Let's break one last window before we get out of here. I caught this guy with Kim. Good night." And there's a picture of NBA basketball player, Phoenix Suns, Chris Paul, with a picture that just says Paul of his last name, and a picture of him, as if it's like a yearbook photo.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's following up with the tweet of the week. We got a photo from Champagne Poppy. I mean, he didn't post this, but he posted it months ago. Almost like seemed like it was last year. And this picture got resurfaced as a picture of him and two of his homies. They're wearing different interpretations and different variations of a Chris Paul jersey. New Orleans, Phoenix, different jerseys, but they all got the same player. When this shit came out, niggas didn't really know. I don't remember when it came out, but apparently when this shit came out, niggas was wondering, like, what the fuck? Like, it ain't like they dressed the flyers. Like,
Was this around CLB time?
Yeah, it was definitely around CLB because he had the hair. He had the heart in his hair. This was
he was talking in Chris Paulish. He was talking about Kim as if he was Chris Paul. I
mean, as of now, Kim Kardashian she's denied it.
She hasn't denied it. A source denied it. A source close to Kim denied it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. According to TMZ, it says this statement was put out because he's trying to deflect from what his recent controversy. You know what I mean? So
when Kim ain't do some shit, Kim gonna let you know she ain't do some shit.
The sources says this is not true, and sadly, it's an ongoing pattern with Kanye.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, put the crazy shit on him. Right. Yeah, right. Right.
He has a history of falsely accusing her of also having affairs with others.
Right, so, because she's only been married. She's only fucked Kanye West since we know her. Right.
I mean, her credibility it's very, it's
she has none.
You can't put that on her.
We can.
We can. That's it. And that was this week's Drvgz Tweet of the Week.
Drvgz Tweet of the Week.
Tweet of the Week. Tweet of the Week.
Tweet of the Week.
Yeah, man. Interesting though. I mean, Hollywood is gonna always be a thing, fam. They always got something to push.
They all fucking. Hollywood, everybody fucking. They all fucking each other. There's people out there.
It's got celebrities in trouble for that, my boy.
Yeah, it's people that's fucking that we wouldn't even think that fuck.
We found out. No, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide shut. Eyes wide shut. Eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide shut. EYS. Hollywood, man. But we got a couple of other topics before we finish out the pie. If we want to just touch on music really quickly, did y'all check out the Metro? Metro put out his album recently this weekend,
featuring the God MC.
So he put out this project, and he got a short film that he put out too. That shit was hard. Y'all seen that shit?
Yeah, we seen it.
I fuck with that shit. Was fire. I ain't gonna front. Metro.
You can see it. Yeah.
Oh, you ain't see it, bro? Lakeith is in there. Lakeith Stanfield's in that shit. He
Oh, my boy,
plays the villain.
everything.
Bro, he smoked that shit, bro. That shit was like, it was real Gotham, Batman, Dark Knight-esque. This was shout out to YSL. It was good seeing the guys. Gunna and Thug is in there. They play like the news hosts, the news anchors.
Yeah, it was good to see them.
It was good to see them for sure.
Shout out to stop smoking crack. Nigga Morgan Freeman. You know what I'm saying?
He smoked crack. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke Sam's? You smoke crack, don't you? Hey, keep smoking crack, man. Keep fucking with the pod, you crackheads.
Look how I come around though. My nigga Morgan up there, he was in Lean on Me. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Morgan.
The
Morgan
best
was in there.
in movie history.
Him and Metro. Good. It was good. I mean, shout out to Metro. What's his project name? Because I don't got it pulled up right.
Heroes and Villains.
Heroes and Villains.
Heroes and Villains. We gotta take off an ASAP Rocky song, which is new.
Shout out to that,
man. Travis is all over the album.
Who?
Travis, the God MC.
Barker? Travis Barker?
Travis Scott. Travis LaFlame.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the man on
LaFlame.
fire. The man on fire. Yes, sir.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I was in there as soon as those were the first tracks I went to. I said, "Oh, it was amazing."
Shout out to those guys. Shout out to Trav, man. Shout out to everybody. I didn't check it out yet, but I'm gonna definitely give it a listen.
Yeah, I liked it. And Twitter is saying every song is fire. It's fire. The songs I heard, I liked. The song with Takeoff for A$AP Rocky is fucking insane. So
A$AP Rocky put out some. Was it? He put out some new shit on his own, didn't he? For the Need for Speed soundtrack, he got like a new video out.
Oh, I gotta check that out. He's actually a character in Need for Speed. He actually has his own decor line out too.
Rocky, Rocky is where he at now. You know what I mean? Like
Rocky's
his last
happy.
project was 2018. So this,
nigga,
you know what I mean?
This nigga did the impossible. This nigga still had a baby with Rihanna. I think we all
definitely did the impossible. You Google his name right now. You gonna see music, but you hit that little news tab. It's gonna be for everything other than music. Shout out to that. Shout out to that brother though.
He got a baby with Rihanna. That nigga is the man.
That nigga he got the golden ticket.
He does. He has a baby with Rihanna. He has classics with Playboy Cardi. It's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Your mic is. I don't know if you did anything different, but
oh shit. I was saying he has a baby with Rihanna and has classics with Playboy Cardi. This nigga's a fucking god, man.
Yeah, shout out to Rocky, man.
Shout out to A$AP Rock, man.
The homie Spitter. Shout out to Spitter. I've been bumping that Drive-In Theater 2. You know what I mean? Classic Spit. But you know, Spitter don't be missing, you know what I'm saying? Spitter gonna put out music and it's gonna hit. So
shout out to my nigga Dubs the Menace on the gram. He's a hat collector of sorts, and he be calling out niggas that be scamming niggas in the hat community. Yeah. But he is a honorary of the Jet Life camp. This motherfucker's at all the shows. He got a whole bunch of pics with Currency. Currency knows the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of ill. You know what I'm saying? He actually because he did a drop with I forgot the name of the store he did a drop with. But he's a bear. Huh?
Nah, it's not Sneaker Politics.
Nah. It's a store I think in his city. Forgot the name of the fucking store though. But
I know Sneaker Politics, like they got a spot in Louisiana. I'm not sure if they a Louisiana brand, but
I think he's in Alabama. Yeah, Bubs in Alabama. He did a Barron's hat. He's a Barron collector, so he like collect all Barron's hats and shit. And he did a Barron's hat that was pink. It was like a light brown. The Barron's logo was pink, and the UV was icy blue. Pretty fucking. And the top bill was like a darker brown. Pretty fire hat. Fucking fire hat. He gave it to Currency. Currency now, and so it's crazy. I brought him up. My son
Spitter gonna fuck with us. I already know Spitter like.
Spitter fuck with us. Yeah,
and the shit we tapping into. Like I said, we like cracking 80s listeners, crack fan. We got a lot of shit planned. I mean, we got some shit in the works for y'all. So I know it shouldn't. It's probably not gonna be too hard to get in tapped in with Spitter. I mean, being that I'm back on my production shit. I mean, I'm doing that, but also because he in Louisiana, he in New Orleans. That shit is a 5-hour ride from Houston. So I just know, just probably by proximity, I'm gonna be able to get tapped in with the bro. So I'm putting that in the air right now. We gonna manifest that, guaranteed. We gonna get some Spitter collab somehow, easily. I'm gonna put that out in the air. Um, I'm not sure if y'all heard that Nas and 21 record. Shout out to that. Whatever you think about it, I thought it was alright, but you know what I mean, just the fact that it was a thing that came out, I thought that was pretty cool. Nas 21, after the whole back and forth that they had, they didn't even really have a back and forth. I appreciated that this is what the back and forth was. It was some shit was said, and let's just get a song done. Cool. It was like bridging the gap. You know what I mean? Bridging the gap.
Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theory. What if they always had that song and that was just promotion for the song?
Could have been. I don't put none of that past nowadays. You know what I mean? With rollouts, none of that shit. I don't put none of that back past it.
Conspiracy theory.
They both had albums coming out. Like, you know what I mean? Could have been. I fuck with that though. Either way, whether it was or it wasn't, either is cool for me. Conspiracy or on the fly came up with the idea. I fuck with both. Lastly, Drvgz. Did you know SZA was from St. Louis?
Bro, I did not.
So she put out her album artwork. I ain't gonna front. That shit look fire. I ain't gonna I like it. It's like a little diving board in the middle of the ocean. It's pretty cool. But I'm reading an article earlier explaining what the album artwork was. It says St. Louis-born singer SZA sports a St. Louis Blues jersey. I didn't even know. First of all, that she's wearing a NHL hockey jersey. Apparently, the NHL team St. Louis Blues didn't know that was a fucking team name. They put it on their social media account. It was like a big thing for them. They thought this shit was the best. Her wearing the jersey, like, apparently SZA's from St. Louis. I had no idea, but shout out to SZA. She put the artwork out for her most recent album that's coming out soon. Supposed to drop this month. It's called SOS. She's hosting SNL today. I mean, while we're recording, not hosting. She's gonna be on SNL today, and it's hosted by Keke Palmer. Shout out to Keke Palmer. She's gonna be hosting it, and SZA is the musical guest this week. I'm gonna listen to her album. I don't know how I feel about any of that. Shout out to her for being on Saturday Night Live. I didn't know she was from St. Louis. I thought she claimed Jersey. This is the first I ever heard of St. Louis at all. But she's a little bit more mainstream.
Let's just freestyle the hometown. Where you from? St. Louis.
Hey, shout out to that though, man.
She ain't got no Air Force Ones, I bet. Bitch is a fraud.
That's funny.
She ain't got no Force Ones, man. She was not around, man. No Murphy Lee verses. Show no shit. She ain't from St. Louis. You ain't from St. Louis if you don't know Murphy Lee verse, man.
Give me 2 bars. Yo, Drvgz. Let's finish with some sports, bro. I see you got some topics on here. Got Jason Tatum.
Yeah. Well, Jason Tatum got into it. Well, not actually Tatum, but Tatum's fans. He got into it. With Udonis Haslem over there.
Oh man, that shit funny.
Oh man, that was funny as hell, man.
This is via Bleacher Report post on Instagram.
Right. They posted a pic of Haslem guarding Tatum recently, and somebody commented, "Why is that artifact on Tatum in the first place?" Nigga Haslem replied, like, "Yo, mama."
This is because Tatum dropped 49 on that game against Miami. That nigga dead ass responded, "Yo, mama."
That's crazy.
That's Haslam, though.
Haslam the OG.
Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, nah, Tatum, that nigga been going off. He's actually listed number one on the current as of now. Through this part of the season, he's listed number one on the current MVP list, top 5 MVP list. He's listed number one. Front
Yeah,
runner.
that means all of nothing.
Yep. At this point.
Yeah. But
it
he
ain't
going
even
off.
All-Star weekend yet.
He definitely going off. Actually, the whole Boston's going. Man, everybody's going off, man. Darius Garland dropped 50 something the other day. Ja keeps going off.
Devin Booker, he dropped 51 in 3/4.
Look at this. Clay just went off.
Yeah,
Steph is continuing to go off shooting from parking lots. Man, what are we? The Lakers smoking niggas?
They just beat Milwaukee with Giannis.
Yeah, man. It's
AD been balling, like, for real.
Right.
Niggas call him street clothes, and he is still street clothes, but he been balling the games he been there. He been hooping for real. Ben Simmons been balling, like, niggas been hooping. They niggas are getting into the groove.
The Nets is finally getting together. I'm so proud, man. KD is content. He's number one MVP list for me. I don't see anybody consistently just.
You know, it's funny. He not even on the list, nigga.
Yeah, he went from being in the top 5 to kind of dropping out of it, but which is cool because, like I said, that means all of nothing right now.
I'm about to say it don't mean nothing in December.
And KD, that's not something that he looks for. That's not. I don't think at this point in his career he's looking to be top 5 in MVP voting. It would probably be great to be there, but I think there's other things to worry about. Niggas got to tackle.
It's not a goal of his.
Yeah.
At this point in his career. So the current MVP list, actually, so we got Jason Tatum number 1, Luka and Joker are tied at number 2, so that's like 2 and 3. Giannis is number 4, and Devin Booker is number 5, as of today.
What if Joker wins it again, though? Like, let's just like put that in the air.
I won't be upset, bro. You look at his statistically, he's the best player every year as of now. Just what he does on the court, but his team, that matters too. So, but he has a choice. He has a claim every season for that shit.
Yeah,
easily.
But that would be insane if he wins it again. Wouldn't that be 3 times in a row?
That would be 3. They're not gonna give it to him because they don't want to have. Because you got to think when they give awards like that and make that. Because you got to think you get 3 in a row. That's a new stat now.
Right.
And they gotta really determine who they want to give that stat to, even if you deserve it, and even if a nigga back in the days like LeBron could have probably got. Honestly, LeBron could have got it for mad years in a row, but I think they do it purposely so they don't create that new record of first player to get consecutive 3 MVPs in a row or some shit. But I mean, speaking of LeBron, he's on pace to. He's trying to get the most points, passing Kareem. But he didn't get to that record yet. But he did just pass Magic Johnson for number 6 place NBA career assist leader, number 6. Just passed Magic. So it's gonna be an interesting season, man, to see who is there at the end. I mean, LeBron gonna be breaking mad records this year. Who gets the MVP? Who makes the playoffs? Quick, if you had to pick right now, who you think is the most improved player if you had an example? I got 2 off the top just based off of JJ Redick podcast, The Old Man and the 3. He had Laurie marking in on that shit recently. Most improved player candidate. And recently he had Tyrese Halliburton. Both of them niggas. I'm going Tyrese over Laurie.
I'm going marketing simply because the nigga came to Utah and them niggas is cooking. I mean, it's a whole team.
And they traded their whole team away.
Right.
Yeah, Yeah.
But
Colin Sexton came over too. He ain't been cooking as much. He been balling recently. Like he just started cooking. Like he been getting double doubles. But Laurie from the beginning, he been balling. Like that was a surprise for real. Tyrese was already nice, so it's not like niggas is surprised that he even balling good. I can see that. So you going with Laurie? You going with Laurie?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he up there. Laurie's up there. If DeJounte didn't leave the Spurs, he would be up there again, but he not on there on the Atlanta, like unfortunately. Trey Jones on the Spurs, he's not up there, but he been balling. Since DeJounte is gone, Trey Jones, he not consistently balling, but he been playing. He gonna be a good point guard for them in the future. Just strictly because he probably is a Popovich coach player.
Right.
If I gotta pick it, but I mean, since we on NBA, we can end with this topic right here. Kyrie's been in the news for everything outside of basketball recently, and it's not like he's been playing bad. We just know how the media goes, but Amazon announced that they will not remove the film that Kyrie Irving shared on Twitter, stating, as a retailer of content to millions of customers with a lot of different viewpoints, we have to allow access to those viewpoints, even if they are objectionable. Basically, Amazon was like, hey, nigga, we getting this bag. Fuck what y'all think. We not taking this movie down. And I mean, with that, Kyrie's shoes remain a favorite among NBA players that are current right now. So we can see what's really going on with this shit behind the scenes. We see what Amazon said. They don't give a fuck, as we thought. They're not going to get any repercussions being put on them. Jeff Bezos, nobody give a fuck that he kept that on his platform. And the players in the NBA don't give a fuck either because they like, yo, we still fuck with Kyrie, and his shoes are still dope. We gonna still rock them because them shits is fucking good. Seems like everything is just going back to like it was supposed to be before this shit happened. Nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
Which is a good representation of this country, son. Nobody really cares. Like at all. But shout out to all the parties involved, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to get off before we finish? You know what I mean?
Do I have anything to say?
I mean, we got Breakfast Club, as we know it is over with. Angela Lee, she had her last day on the show. We could give our hip hop hoorays and cheers and all that if we want to. Shout out to Yee.
Wait, what?
Angela Yee, remember we announced early on the pod a couple episodes that Breakfast Club was over. This was it's finally over now. Like this was her last week. Remember she got her own show coming and all that. This was it today. Like this week, it's over.
Oh, so it's just not her a part of the three anymore.
Yeah, well, we don't know who it's going to be or if it's even going to be another third. Because, they've been toying with this. They've been teasing that Breakfast Club is going to end pretty soon. We got episodes where it's just Yee and Charlamagne and just Envy and just... It's been mad episodes where it ain't the whole three of them. So they've been teasing that, like, yo, this shit coming to an end. But word, like, this week, Friday was the last day that Angela was going to be on the air. She's officially not going to be on. So next week, we're going to either see a new host or just Envy and Charlamagne. It's not... The fact that it's not clear is where I'm saying this shit is over with.
Damn. Well, we covered it and we said the show was going... It's going to still be Breakfast Club because we got Envy and Charlamagne. Angela Yee, shout out to you and your endeavors, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that shit works out for you. I'm a hating ass nigga, so I hope it don't. But for good sake, I hope it does work out.
I hope it work out. It's gonna work out. Yee is a veteran. She's seasoned.
Nobody really care about her though. Nobody cares about her.
People care. People care because she's seasoned.
My friends.
We don't care. But that's not. We're not her demo. Like,
who's her demographic? She has a demographic?
Yeah, she does. Honestly, bro, it's like she had a whole segment, Rumor Report, like lip service, that whole like gossipy. Even though that ain't her thing, it's her thing for that platform, and she
We
made it her
cared
thing.
because it was on the same channel. It was on the same radio as Charlamagne. It was on the
Keep
same
it a buck.
spectrum.
I never cared.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if you didn't care,
I think people
you
care.
think other
People
mother.
care.
I don't think people care. People didn't care. That's why it's not. That's why it's not. It's not really like groundbreaking news. You know what I'm saying? It's not like some shit there where it's like, damn, it ain't like the. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't stopping nothing.
It ain't stopping a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? The world still go. You know how they say time travel was like, you know, if you go back in time and change some shit, it could change some whole shit.
Yeah.
If we went back in time and I like smacked George Washington, it wouldn't change nothing with the Breakfast Club. Angela Yeats would still be like nothing would change. Like nothing with her whole would change. So you know what I mean?
We gonna see though. I'm not curious, and I
What
probably
was the name? What was the name of her podcast again?
It had a name. I know the name, but I said it already. I don't want to say it no more. We ain't giving too much props and shout outs on cracking 80s, but
yeah, word. Fuck her shit.
She got her platform, you know what I mean? But Breakfast Club as we know it is over.
It's not. It's not. We said this in that part a few episodes ago. It's not. They're still baking eggs on that plate. The Breakfast Club is still there. Angela Yee was like, I don't know.
She wasn't even the eggs or the bacon. She was just like the salt that goes on top.
Yeah,
like,
not even the salt.
Breakfast
That's giving her
her.
way too much credit. That's giving her because the salt makes the eggs. Salt and the black pepper makes the eggs. She wasn't even the salt. She was like
the
plate.
bowl. The bowl.
She was
that you had to mix the eggs in?
No, yeah, right. Bam, there you go. That's perfect analogy. Yeah, she was that.
So you can use another utensil, but this bowl is what we got accustomed to using.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's exactly yeah.
Shout out to you. I used to have a
She
crush.
She might be the eggshell. She might be the eggshell.
All right. Let's not too much more on Yee, man. Let's get out of here, man. That's funny.
I love you, Yee. I love you. I think
I used to have a crush on Yee, man.
I think she's cute. She's so cute. I just want to grab her by her cheeks and kiss her. She's so cute.
I don't want to do just that, but let's go.
You kind of bland. Kind of bland.
I'm on that jet like my last name Lee. I'm on her ass like my last name Yee, nigga. Yeah. Get us out of here, Marz, before I say some shit I don't want to say.
No, say it. It's cracking 80s. All right, nigga. All right, you bitch ass niggas and you bitch ass hoes and you lying ass bitches out there. Fuck y'all. Burn in hell. Suck a dick, motherfucker. It's cracking the 80s.
And you bum ass niggas.
But we're gonna lean on the lying ass bitches this week. Next week.
I think this and that nigga's a bum.
Next week we got something for you bitch ass niggas out there in the world. But yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Go take care of your kids. Go Christmas shopping. Buy your kids what the fuck they want. No compromising this year, people. You understand? If your kid want the new J's, get him the new J's. Don't get him the Shaqs. Don't get him the Air ones.
I mean, them Cherry Red 11s is about to drop.
You know what I'm saying? Get him some fly shit. You know what I mean? Get that nigga a PlayStation. Get that nigga a new Xbox. Get your kids God of War. You know what you need to do? All the mothers out there, this is the perfect thing. Get God of War Ragnarok, right? Invite your baby father over and force him to play that shit with his son. Perfect father and son game. I wish I had a son. I love my kid. I love my daughter. She's not interested in nothing. If it's not Mortal Kombat or gaming, she don't give a fuck. She only likes it because of the blood and gore. Oh, daddy, he took his eyes out? She's fucking sick.
Sicko.
But yeah, it's the perfect game to play with your son. You know what I'm saying? Have that father and son bonding moment. Because it's just great father lessons. Other than that, go clear a fucking sample. Go clean your fucking house. Oh yeah, and it's over for the leftovers, you dirty fucks. Stop eating the leftovers from Thanksgiving. It's done. It's over.
You eating leftovers at this point, this nigga.
That corn, that mac and cheese in that pot, that shit got mold on it, you dirty fucks. Get it out of there. Yeah, crack in the 80s. Get it.